What's up, everybody? Is Make It Make Sense. Yes, I know my face is swollen. Yes, I had 3 hours worth of dental work yesterday, but this is real messy. And go ahead and like the video as the intro plays. We got a lot to get into.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
Make it make sense. You know what was up. Tell Kirk his 3 earrings. I said hello.
Bring my legs trying to see if she can feel something.
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Doing the polyamorous relationship thing, you have 2 girlfriends right now, right? I mean,
I don't know why you all gagging. Soak it up, honey. Go.
is that the cap or would you add more to it?
No specific cap. It just depends on, who I vibe with and who vibes with me.
Oh, okay, so no cap to it. So as many maybe you'd add. Oh, okay, we're not closing the door to
As many as you can afford, That's how it works.
Okay, y'all. Let me tell you where this topic came from. So people send me stuff all the time, and typically this would, I guess, be more of an after dark conversations. I'm gonna want you guys to put in the chat how you feel about some of these scenarios I'm about to take y'all through. I'm a sex positive person, even though I get on Diddy. Again, I can't say this enough. What adults do, what consenting adults do, is what consenting adults do. So if you're a consenting adult, go ahead, we can watch this video and y'all can answer these questions truthfully. If that ain't you, go say some kind words somewhere else. Tonight ain't the night. We're gonna be getting into some things tonight, just FYI. And I'm not gonna lie, with 3 hours worth of dental work, I done had my ibuprofen 800 and Tylenol 3. So I can't drink, but I'm thinking I'm probably a little bit something. It's supposed to knock out the pain, but I still feel it. So anyway, let's get into Neo.
We're not gonna lie. We're not gonna lie to each other. We're not gonna sit up and blow smoke. I ain't selling no dreams, and I'm not forcing anybody to be.
Here we go. Let's start from the beginning.
It's just to keep it a buck. We're not gonna lie. We're not gonna lie to each other. We're not gonna sit up and blow smoke. I ain't selling no dreams, and I'm not forcing anybody to be here. If for whatever reason you decide this ain't for you no more, the door.
You're not forcing nobody to be there. You are paying them to be there. That's what it is. This isn't some all enveloping love. Just call it what it is. You look like you look, and these women know who you are. Some of them work for you, and some of them were willing to be part of your, harem, whatever you want to call it.
Or it's never locked. You have permission to go on about your business. I don't want anybody to think that I'm manipulating these women into doing something they don't want to do. Everyone that is here by choice.
These are grown women.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They made the decision. The question I get asked the most is, are they allowed to date outside of me?
Oh.
That's the question I get all the damn time. And I'm answering right now, no. And I'm gonna tell you why. No, they are not. Here's the thing.
So that's nothing new. That's not just specific to Neo. Also a person who has multiple women who they might as well live on a farm altogether, but they don't, is Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon does not allow any of his women to date outside of him, but he actively has multiple women all at once, multiple baby mamas all at once. And the thing is, if that's what you agreed to, that's what you want, it is what it is. What I get annoyed is when they come back and they have all these complaints like, oh, I expected him to be with me for Christmas. This man has 13 newborns. what do you sound like thinking that unless y'all are all in the same commune, he's not gonna be able to visit each child every year? And I'm sure more are on the way. But you know, that ain't the case with Neo's people.
With these women, I did not ask for their exclusivity. I did not demand their exclusivity. They offered it. They said, they came to me and said, I want to be exclusive to you and just you. I said, you understand that your exclusivity to me does not mean my exclusivity to you.
Wow.
You understand this? Yes. You're okay with it. Main rule is just to keep it a buck. Like we're not.
So the first question of the night, and let's just be honest. Does Neo do it for you? We could just be honest. Would you be willing to be part of his 4-person harem? Barbara, I think you're talking about Elon. I did not know till recently that Elon has like 4 children, or 14 children, or some crazy amount. I had no idea. If that's who you're talking about, nobody wants to think about him making them babies. Okay, so I guess the question of the night is, could you see yourself, if it wasn't Neo, male or female, being in a relationship with somebody who is extremely rich and you are one of 4 or 5 spouses, male or female? Why does this picture exist? I can't even remember what magazine this was for, but this was in his heyday. Okay, so it's a resounding no. It doesn't matter how much money the person has. That's a very specific life choice. Love Child says, once he takes the headgear off, he a mess. Negative Batman. Oh, V Moore says most of us are already unknowingly in that situation. Barbara, it's a white guy with curly hair. I don't know, Barbara. You're gonna have to put in the chat the person's name. I thought you were talking about Elon. Elon got a bunch of children. Oh, you would do it for Chris Brown? Okay. Technically, I feel like Neo's extremely wealthy, and if it wasn't those 4 women, it would be 4 more. Just Hilarious let it slip that Shaq had, I think, 3 or 4 white women, each one doing something different in his house, and each one is one of his current girlfriends. He just doesn't advertise it. There are a lot of people with money, and we talked about this much earlier on my YouTube channel. But what happens is you get a lot of money and you get bored with the norm. Now we're in a day and age where there isn't technically a status quo, and we're going to get into that when we start talking about adult sleepovers and stuff like that. But people are not like hiding in the shadows anymore about this. Shaq probably didn't give a damn that Just Hilarious put that out there. We're just in a different day and age. And that brings me to this video. Somebody sent it to me and I just thought it was so funny. Surprising. I thought that, swingers were more, how do I say this? Reserved in being so open. But no, this woman will let you watch.
My Houston trip.
I was up at 3 a.m. to head to Houston for an adult fun party.
My Houston trip is not up to a good start.
She ran into some car troubles. She could be a librarian. Put in the chat. Now, this is going to be interesting. Put in the chat specifically what you think the normal male at one of these parties looks like, and put in the chat what you think the normal female at one of these parties looks like. Glimmer says sex demons trying to make all of this freaky stuff go mainstream. Everybody's coming out the woodwork with it like it's everyday normal. Just saying. Okay, so when I got sent this, again, just somebody said it in the word, Dr. Nakobe. I thought it was more discreet, but I think it's more prevalent than you think, Glimmers, to be honest with you. A school teacher. You think the normal one is like a school teacher? You think it's like the eyes wide shut people, older white women, young black men? Not Ron Jeremy. Average, botched, average. Okay. You never know, and I think that's it. You never really know. Like, your neighbor could be a judge and be at swinger parties in the weekends. You literally never know. That is the day and age. But what I'm seeing is more interesting is it's no longer discreet. Like, that's Nazra says not either one of the genders would look good at one of these parties. Okay, so let's continue.
Shit, Leah, damn. So I know y'all have been busy since then.
Okay, so she has made it to Houston, but everybody in her room, I don't know if she's sharing a room with these guys, but it's 3 black men. And they're just kind of like casually sitting there. I don't technically know how you prepare for one of these events, but I guess they're preparing. They're shooting the...
Since then.
We're getting ready to go to the party. I'm excited.
So it looks like the party was held in a mansion. I'm surprised that you could bring cameras into this. Let's see if that makes it any better. It looked like a 3-story mansion, y'all. Coaches, teachers, professors, a lot of flight attendant women. A school teacher. She sounds desperate. I don't know if I got desperate from her. I feel like she's just comfortable, I guess. And I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting this to be the attire. You know, it looks like a lot more normal. Like this looks like a date at the Cheesecake Factory. Maybe Chili's. I would be expecting, like some wanton sex goddess or something. This is definitely Chili's. Maybe Olive Garden, maybe. But it's not giving.
An entire room filled with beds from wall to wall. Now, okay, and we're rolling. Oh, okay. Videographer, thank you. I'm glad you got here.
We got you.
I was looking for you.
A random guy walks up to her, taking her images and pretending to be a videographer. That is crazy. I'm not eating no food at one of these happy adult fun parties. No, I'm not eating none of the food there. Nope. I'm not gonna lie, the fajitas didn't look bad, but I'm still not eating it.
Yeah, they have sex over there on the wall. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're back from the party. I had fun. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, it was cool.
You would never know. That's why I think this is not Chipotle. Don't do Chipotle. She does look, like a librarian. She does have a type. I haven't seen her with anybody other than black men yet, so she definitely has a type.
So cool.
How many did you have?
Dose.
How many?
And that ended the video. that was sent to me, and I just was like, we got to talk about it. We definitely got to talk about it. This went ultra viral, so I'm gonna it's not that we're interested in it, Patty Welch, but I started getting so many things within the last week that were ultra viral involving the topic. So I thought we would discuss it since everybody who follows me is above the age of 18. We'll get into other stories though too, but I thought this was funny. So this is more of a situation of what would you do? So I'm going to read this to you and you guys put in the comments how you would have handled it. It says Jarrell Cohen. Bruh, I did some dumb shit. Took my baby mama to Atlanta and went to a swingers club and turned up. Bruh, me and her and a fine red bone turned it up and I'm done. I'm tapped out. I caught me 2 good ones and I'm drained. Basically, he went to one of these clubs with his baby. I'm going to paraphrase. He went to one of the clubs with his baby mama. He found a pretty young thing and they all partook in some adult fun. Twice. And now he's ready to go. He's done. But no, because it's him and his baby mama. So this big black 6'6" muscle head Negro came over and wanted to join them. I had to agree because that's what we talked about beforehand. This was both on our bucket list. Not getting too graphic, but follow me. He had a towel on, and I'm not the smallest down there, no diddy. I'm a good 7++. This dude pulled out an elephant trunk and laid it on the other girl's forehead. I told him, "You're not putting that in my girl." I told him, "You're not putting that in my girl." This heifer said, "I want it." Let me read that back. This dude pulled out an elephant trunk and laid it on the other girl's forehead. I told him, "You're not putting that in my girl." This heifer said, "I want it." I took the hardest swallow and said, "Okay." I had to watch my girl get slaughtered. I even went over there while he was doing it and rubbed her forehead to tell her it would be okay. She was yelling and begging for me. She was in a zone and I checked out mentally. It's okay when we do it, but that right there, nah. Fast forward to this morning. I woke up this morning in the mood like any guy would. I went over there to her and started to strike it up with her. This MFer said, "Not right now. I'm still sore from this weekend." Who the F says that? I can't get what I want because she's still sore from this MFer. I thought I could take it, but the entire experience turned me completely off. I want to break up with her. I want to break up with her, but I love her. I just don't think I could ever get back to where it was. Any advice? So it was all good with him and the 2 women. However, if you and your partner have some type of agreement that what's good for the goose is good for the gander, how is it that after you were done and she wasn't, she's the problem? This is definitely F around and find out. Okay, I think we had like one more and then we'll move on.
I got married 17 days ago and we're already deciding to call it quits. I was out of town working. I told her when I was coming home, and I came home and there was another car in the driveway. I go into the bedroom and my wife is laying in the bed with a couple. A couple. It was a man and a woman. So I started throwing a fit. They started talking about how she's been their girlfriend for 2 years. So it's like, I've never heard of any of this. And
married for 17 days, y'all.
Then she decided that she didn't want to be with me anymore. And even though it's only been 14 days, we're looking into getting an annulment, a divorce. I don't even know how it works. We only been married for 2 weeks.
I'm not laughing because he really seems hurt. In this scenario, what would you do if you come home and your husband, your wife, was already in a long-standing relationship with a couple? You go out of town for work and then you find them all together. Like, what do you even do?
But I wanted to actually stick it out, but I just want an apology. You know, I want you to acknowledge that you're wrong. You've been in a relationship with these people for 2 years and I don't even know them, and they're in my house and I'm away on work. You don't have a job, so you have the time to do these kinds of things. And it's like, for you to have the nerve to say you want to no longer be with me, it just makes no sense, because
she never wanted to be with you. She wanted you to pay the bills so that she could be with her husband and wife. When you were gone, you were a placeholder who paid the bills. You were not a husband to her. When he said he was going to try to stick it out, I was like, this is the reason that you are a, what do they call it? A sap, a simp. Like, it's that mentality. That means she was cheating on you the whole time with multiple people. And you talking about, let's stick it out. What would you be sticking out? It's only been 17 days of marriage.
I'm the one that should be looking to forgive you, but I got married 17 days ago.
Absolutely.
And we're already deciding to call it quits.
Absolutely not.
I was out of town working.
He's a villain.
I told her when I was coming home, and I came home and there was another car in the driveway. I go into the bedroom and my wife is laying in the bed with a couple. A couple. It was a man and a woman. So I started throwing a fit. They started talking about how she's been their girlfriend for 2 years. So it's like, I've never heard of any of this. And then she decided that she didn't want to be with me anymore. And even though it's only been 14 days, we're looking into getting an annulment, a divorce. I don't even know how it works. We only been married for 2 weeks. But I wanted to actually stick it out, but
maybe it's the Tylenol 3. She doesn't work. You're paying the bills. She's getting whatever she gets while you are away on trips. And she's still making fun of you. Like, who are these people? You are not her husband. You are her trick. You are not her husband. You are a trick. He said, I would still work it out. Hold on. Do we have another one? We'll move on. Okay, well, let's move on to Ray J and Brandy and them. So Ray J is going ultra viral for his comments with Kai Cenat, and we're gonna listen to it. Let's just listen.
Ray J's calling me. Hello, Ray J.
Kai, what up, bro?
What's good, bro? What the fuck wrong with your stream?
Man, no, I was in the air, so it was lagging. It was nothing I could do in the air because that was the first time I ever streamed. on the plane. So now I'm back. My stream's super solid now. And I'm 4 days in, so I've been needing help.
Can y'all hear?
Because I'm new, and that's why I've been gifting you and just showing love because you wanted to go to this shit. I appreciate you calling me too, but man, I was just doing it just out of love. I knew you couldn't call me in the air.
Bro,
I got love for you.
No, you can't hear it. Okay. Let me go to it and what's the name of this? Ray J called Kai Cenat. Okay. KYZL clips. Okay, here we go.
Ray J's calling me. Hello, Ray J.
Kai, what up, bro?
What's good, bro? What the fuck wrong with your stream?
Man, no, I was in the air, so it was lagging. It was nothing I could do in the air because that was the first time I ever streamed on the plane. So now I'm back. My stream's super solid now. And I'm 4 days in, so I'll be needing help sometimes when it's lagging because I'm new, and that's why I've been gifting you and just showing love because you wanted to go to the shit. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Souljah.
But man, I was just doing it just out of love. I knew you couldn't call me in the air.
Bro,
I got love for you and all your entrepreneurship.
appreciate you, Ray J. Thank you so much, gang. Wait, but what you really be meaning by you trying? But why just in the clip saying you trying to take a shower on constant at ISO speed?
Bro, look, bro. They kept telling. This I don't know. About the shower, me taking a shower with y'all.
Yeah, nigga.
Right. So look, pause. Right. So.
Okay, so if you don't know, Kai is a very young streamer. He is the #1 streamer on Twitch. So I think he's bringing in like a few $100,000 a month. He's very, very wealthy. He has a really insane rags to riches story. And I think if you're a person of a certain age, you probably won't get the lore in it. Like it's a lot of like activity, just boom, 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 boom. They say anything, they do anything. That's really what it is. People are entertained by it. But that's who he is. That's the young man on the screen. But Ray J is trying his best to tap into that streaming money. So he's basically sending the equivalent of a lot of super chats to get this boy's attention. We don't know what's going on with his, I guess, fledgling, failing app that was supposed to rival Zeus. We don't know what's going on. But it was a weird combo.
So y'all took showers together, right?
No, but we be separated with swimming trunks.
That's what I mean. That's what I don't understand. Y'all had sleepovers before, right?
Yeah, but not like that. Like.
Yeah, so no, I didn't mean it like anything. I meant it like how y'all meant it. I want to sleep over too. I want to sleep with y'all niggas too. That's how I meant it. Pause. I know that was a lot. But that's what I meant. It's like if y'all was in the shower, then y'all was in the shower. Y'all took a shower together. So I'm like, well, shit, I'll take a shower with them niggas. Like on the stream, you know what I'm saying? Of course, with clothes on, bro. You know what I mean?
All right, Uncle Ray. Yo, can I call you Unc?
You know what? You can call me Unc, man.
All right, Unc. No, hey, Unc.
You know what?
You got
this name Unc. This took on every time. The minute I start streaming, everybody tried to call me Unc. I know, Princess. Like you're not as young as you think you are, right? You ain't.
But Unc is not a bad name though.
Okay,
it's good.
Let me give you guys context. So these people have streaming houses, right? So it's almost like a reality show without any rules. So they bring on celebrities. Celebrities have tapped into this market. They have basically created their own market. And when they say we're showering, it just means that the cameras follow them and they'll have like these huge mansions and maybe you're not seeing them, without any clothes on. They sleep in these houses. They are filmed 24/7. That's just the way the streamers do it. They're not gay. That's just the way streaming works. It's like there once was a really failed singer. We call her Misleading. She put her YouTube channel on 24/7, saying she was going to revolutionize the way we view YouTube. So streamers have done it. They have the money to do it, unlike Misleading. They have the money to have people literally have camera crews 24/7. They just do crazy things. Very similar to Big Brother. But what Ray J is doing is he's saying and doing anything now for attention, basically.
I know. Cool. I don't know. Why did y'all say though? How did I take on this name? Because right when I got on stream, everybody started calling me that. Because I'm what, princess? Oh.
Shit. Like you got you 44, nigga.
I didn't say. Did I say the N-word, baby? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, baby. I love you. I'm so sorry I said that. Kai, man, this is crazy. This is an honor, bro. I can't, like, the next sleepover, like, if I'm not invited, it's cool. I just be heard about it, but I was heard about the first one, and I'm like, damn, man, these niggas in the city, they over there sleeping in the bed. Like, I want to sleep in the bed too. I don't mean with you. I mean, I want my own bunk. Kevin Hart got a bunk. Drewski got a bunk. Nigga, this a big night. This one of the biggest nights. I want to sleep too, my nigga. That's how I'm saying it. Oh, I'm sorry. Melly, I'm so sorry. My precious baby, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to.
Okay, well, hey, listen. So am I? So is it good? Am I coming? Like, do I get is it a possibility? Wait, hold on. We got to see some more streams from you, some more grinding, and then it's a possibility. We go.
Wow, you didn't. None of these other niggas be straight.
Here's the thing. Now he's mad because Kevin Hart can come. Of course, Kevin Hart is one of the most well-paid actors on the globe. Kai Cenat's a streamer. Of course, he's going to team up with Kevin Hart. Drewski, also huge streamer, big social media presence. Then you got Ray J. It's not the same. Nicki Minaj goes and sits with this boy when she releases an album. That's how influential he is. Major celebrities go and do it, not the likes of Ray J. So the fact that he's basically begging the streamer to come and have a sleepover is crazy. Like, that's how far he's fallen. And the guy is still telling him, you ain't got the credit yet. I need to see more from you before I let you come on one of my streams.
Oh, I'm sorry. Guy, like, from an artist standpoint, you know what? I like what you just said because you accepted me as a streamer, even though I'm the little homie. You accepted me as a streamer,
and that's good.
That's great. I can't believe it.
I'm not seeing you from an artist's eyes.
Remember,
that's what a new language is.
Ray J just said, as an artist.
Wish to have a fancy car. Wish to have $1 million bucks. Go. Well, I wish I don't be in love. So feel me, pretty baby.
Ray J, the artist, y'all.
Take one wish and I wish it all on you.
I'm sorry. God doesn't like ugly. My mouth is in pain.
Making love to the break of dawn. Me and you to the baby. I make one wish and I wish it all on you.
Okay.
Making love to the break of dawn. Me and you to the baby's born. Till my baby's born.
Yo, sing, come on.
So feel me, pretty baby.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. No. They are gonna demonetize this video, so we might as well listen to the whole thing.
Star, wish to have a fancy car, wish to have $1 million bucks. Well, I wish I know being in love. So feel me, pretty baby. I make one wish and I wish it all on you.
Is that
making love to the break of dawn, me and you to the baby's born, till my baby's born.
Okay, let's get back to that. If y'all are enjoying this video, definitely hit the like button. I don't even think we're at 1,000 likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm not always under medication when I am live, but tonight I am. It just is what it is. Let's continue with Kai.
From the street, my nigga, nigga, he said I'm a street. Okay, yeah, no, I gotta get my numbers up, bro, before I could even get
no. You don't gotta shit. You don't got no. It's not. Listen, Ray J. Listen, Ray J. It ain't about getting your numbers up, but just trying to see if you really committed to this shit. We not gonna be doing no sleepovers and shit. You might just pull up to the crib. You feel me? We could probably do a stream, nigga.
Okay, that's cool, but no sleepovers.
No sleeping in. No, not the way you. Not this. No, you. I think you got to like not sleeping in the bed with niggas. No.
Nah, you was, and then listen, when I first was saying that, because I seen your boy, they sent you a message of me saying that. I wasn't talking about you the first time. I was talking about some people that was faking, trying to be like y'all down the street. That's why we was like, Ray J, really? I went crazy. I'm like, yo, I think I was talking about him. I went nuts.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. So
the second one I was talking about y'all when I said the sleepover in LA for sure.
Wait, so that first one, like in Atlanta, like you wasn't talking about me.
They faking the streams and all that. No,
So niggas playing Soulja.
Hold on, listen, Ray J.
Niggas spreading water all over each other. Water on their mouth, trying not to laugh.
Huh? That's not the one. So I got another video where your boy brought you. You was like, Ray J, really? And he was like, no, Ray J, really? Remember that one?
Wait, hold on, Ray J, just listen to it. Just listen to this, okay?
That's the water one.
Just listen.
Spit out on each other. Who did that shit? Consonant? Juicy?
Nigga, you just said my name.
That was the one when you was in LA, fam. Where's the one where his boy brought him something else that they thought I said? No, that's not the one.
Ray J, this is 9 months ago, July last year.
It was you and.
What is happening is we are seeing somebody who used to have a career. Somebody said, "What is happening? Where'd it go?" We're seeing Ray J crash out. I do think he's trolling, but I think like you got a $50 million deal, and you were out there buying Nicki Minaj's ex Lambo and. What's that girl Suki with the good coochie? You was over there we'll just say enjoying her, and the juices were flowing, and you were leaving the juices on you for days on end, talking about this online. I don't know. I don't want to say it's drugs, but is it desperation? It ain't. Let me see if I can show y'all his face. This was his face. Let me make it bigger. This was his face as he was talking about how Drewski and Kai Cenat was throwing water on each other. He doesn't look well. We'll just leave it at that. He don't look well. He don't look well. And we'll...
Remember Punga came in and Punga played you something in the bed. He was in the bed and Punga came and hopped in the bed with you and picked you.
See, you keep saying it like that, Ray J. You can't say it
Ray J is 44.
You don't remember that one?
I remember, bro. I remember. Nigga.
How old is
I remember,
Brandy?
Nigga. Okay.
So that wasn't the same one. So on that one, I wasn't talking about you. And then the other one, when I said that
Brandy is
it was
46.
another one, but I was always saying that. I was butthurt. I mean, not butthurt.
All right, Reggie, I'm gonna call you back, nigga. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back, my boy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so you can. I can't let y'all hear the rest because every other word is the F word.
He's trying to adapt to being a streamer, but his shit all fucked up. Like, this nigga need to go to streaming university. Ray J, sign your ass up for streaming university. How about that, nigga? How about you learn how to be a streamer?
Brandy's 46, but I thought she was like 40.
When enrollments come out, nigga, you gonna do your research, you gonna apply, nigga. Dead ass, bro.
Black don't crack with Brandy, but it definitely cracked with Ray J. Kenya says, "Hey man, finally caught alive. It's been a while. Welcome back, Kenya. I appreciate it, and thank you for the super chat." Gaston, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Donna, Lord, I'm with you there. And Gaston also said Brandy's little brother. Absolutely. So he made some comments about Brandy. We got to talk about it. I had it queued up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let me let you guys, while we are waiting, you guys can enjoy the classic stylings of Ray J one more time.
A superstar, wish to have a fancy car, wish to have $1 million bucks. Go. Well, I wish I don't being in love. So feel me, pretty baby. I made one wish and I wish it all on you. Oh, making love to the break of dawn, me and you to the baby's born, till my baby's born.
Okay, I found it. Since we're not going to be monetized anyway. Okay. This is what he had to say. My sister hates who I am, and all I'm doing is being myself. I don't know how to be better than who I am. I tried, but I got depressed trying to change when I don't have my wife anymore. So let's start with the Brandy stuff. We have not seen Brandy and Ray J together for a hot minute. We've not seen any photos. We've not seen Brandy around the children. Some of Brandy's stuff has creeped out, like the fact that at one point she wanted to beat up Princess. The only thing that we see Brandy doing is constantly working and spending time with her daughter. But in terms of Ray J, now it all makes sense. She doesn't F with them. Technically, Brandy's brand is extremely clean. She was willing to risk her whole career about lying about being married at the height of her career. She is a person who definitely cares about her image. And Ray J acting the fool. I mean, it was bad enough he did the tape with Kim, but then he just kept on going and kept on going and kept on going. He's another person similar to Tamar who says that his success is due to himself. Even that super chat just said Brandy's little brother. So he's embarrassing her. I don't blame her for not wanting to be around him. But I got depressed trying to change when I don't have my wife anymore and I have no stability. I'm sorry to my sister for who I am and my mom. I don't give a F about nobody else's feelings, but when it's my family, it makes me feel alone. So I turn up more. Stay tuned. To my kids who might see this later when they are older, just know I work hard for you and only you. Y'all think it's something with whatever Kim is serving up? Because Ray J is now starting to sound like Kanye. I'm getting a Kanye vibe from this dude. If it wasn't for you, Melody and Epec, I would have. They named the kid Epec? maybe it's a traditional name. Like I've never EPEC. Okay. EPEC, I would have been locked up or dead. I'm crashing out tonight. When he talks about, potentially harming himself, I'm always like, take that seriously. But this is all for attention, y'all. When he was over there talking to Nicki Minaj, that was just for attention. Nicki basically started the streamer thing without actually starting the streamer thing. That's what her fans like. She goes live all the time. She does the funny voices, gives them stories, clowns with people like Ray J. But Ray J, on the other hand, is a 44-year-old man begging Kai Cenat, a very young person, to put him on. And it sounds desperate. 505. Oh, 504. Oh, I like that. 504 says my dog just ran in the cage. I told y'all it was gonna be an adult night. I definitely told y'all it was gonna be an adult kind of night. EPEC equals EPEC. I don't know. Let's move on to Soulja Boy. And I bet you Brandy don't respond. I cannot believe this dude is 44 years old. I also think that people at a certain level need attention at all times. And when that celebrity wanes, even if you have money in the bank, you just keep striving to get the same amount of attention. I think that's Kanye's problem for real. But Soulja Boy liable to the tune of $4.25 million in a sexual assault civil trial. A jury on Thursday slapped rapper Soulja Boy with $4.25 million verdict on civil claims of sexual assault brought by a woman he used to live with. Soulja Boy, whose real name is DeAndre Way, smiled calmly as the verdict was being read, giving little in the way of reaction to being found liable for a range of civil claims, including battery, assault, and gender violence. The verdict included just over $4 million in compensatory damages and $250 in punitive damages. The plaintiff had asked for another $4 million in punitives. The plaintiff, who asked to remain nameless throughout the trial, expressed a level of muted satisfaction about the verdict. It's gonna help, she said. Now I can get medical attention and seek therapy, but none of that is going to give me my life back. I got some justice. I'm happy that this is all over now. Her attorney, Nima Ramani, agreed. Today is just the beginning of justice for Soulja Boy's victims. Ramani said his client felt vindicated by the verdict because he called her a liar. He said she was never an employee, nothing more than a disgruntled, jealous, lying ex, and I think the jury rejected that argument. According to Ramani, Way made an offer to settle the case right before the trial for $100,000. Imagine you trying to give $100,000, but you had to pay $4.2 million. Who even knew Soulja Boy even still had $100,000? Way said he was deeply disappointed with the verdict, which he said was not based on facts or substantial evidence. I want to make it clear that I'm innocent, said Way, reading from a statement on his smartphone outside the courthouse. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. Y'all, he couldn't even make his own statement. He read a statement from his phone, which meant that probably his attorney, his mama, somebody sent that to him. He couldn't even speak two sentences. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. He also objected to the plaintiff being allowed to remain anonymous throughout the trial. Keeping these individuals anonymous while I'm forced to face public scrutiny creates an unequal playing field. I believe this entire process has been tainted by a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the accused. The plaintiff said that she worked as Soulja Boy's assistant for nearly 2 years, during which time he regularly R-worded her and beat her, at times keeping her as a prisoner. At one point, she said the two fell in love and were in something like a consensual relationship, but it was a tumultuous one that frequently veered into physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. The 34-year-old rapper, best known for his 2007 viral hit, Crank That Soulja Boy, denied R-wording or beating the plaintiff, calling some of the accusations disgusting. He also said that he never even formally employed the plaintiff, insisting that she stayed at his house frequently and rolled blunts, but nothing more. Now, she's anonymous, but you guys remember RL's daughter from the group Next, she had alleged that he was physical with her as well. So this person is not the only one. Now he's suing William the Baddest for saying they had a relationship, but she was rolling blunts. Wade's attorney Ricky Ivy of Ivy McNeil, Wyatt, Purcell, and Diggs told the jury during his closing statement. She got a room and board. That's the industry standard. So the industry standard for somebody to roll your blunts means that they get a room at your house. When called to testify by the plaintiff as a hostile witness, Wade admitted he had called his assistant at least once at a Louis Vuitton store. The jury also found the rapper liable on the claims of intentional infliction of emotional distress, sexual harassment, and non-payment of wages. Jury cleared him on claims of false imprisonment and constructive discharge. The plaintiff testified for the better part of 3 days and gave a harrowing account of her time spent with Wade. I wanted to die, the woman testified, sobbing. I just wanted to go home. When she first met Wade, she said she weighed about 150 pounds. By the time she finally broke free from him, she said she was down to 86. I didn't even feel human anymore, she said. I felt like an animal. She had at different times throughout their turbulent time together different reasons for staying and different reasons for coming back to him, which she did on numerous occasions. He threatened to hurt her or her family, threats that were backed up by a Draco pistol he would frequently carry around the house and menace her with, she said. He also recorded a video of her performing oral on him, and he threatened to post it online. At other times, she said she felt sorry for him. He was often stoned and malnourished. As time wore on, she felt more and more ashamed for having stayed. At a certain point, she felt she had nowhere else to go. It wasn't a simple case of abusive husband and passive wife, said one of the jurors after the verdict was read. It was a real relationship. It was unmistakable to us that he beat the crap out of her, but she stuck around. Another juror said that all 12 of them felt that her testimony was mostly convincing, as were the photographs of her bruises. As to Wade, she said, we think he might have been lying about certain things. The plaintiff's testimony was buttressed by a long chain of text messages between her and Wade, screenshots of which were shown to the jury. The messages showed that she was tasked with making travel arrangements, styling Wade's hair, and most of all, keeping Wade supplied with a steady diet of fast food and marijuana. The text also showed how Wade would speak to her in the cruelest of ways. Why the F is you not answering the phone? Wade texted her in March 2020, just as the panini was setting in. All I'm trying to tell you, grab McDonald's. A month later, he texted, FUB, I hope you die slow. The text chain showed both sides of the relationships. At times, both expressed a deep love for one another, and both could be contrite, apologizing profusely, and begging for forgiveness. Babe, come back. Let's talk seriously. Wade texted during a conciliatory phase. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I love you. Please call. But the text also seemed to confirm the woman's accounts of physical abuse. You think you can keep hitting me? Are you crazy? After the verdict, Wade took the stand again during the second phase of the trial to determine punitive damages. Much of the questioning focused on his current finances. As far as $4 million just to pull out and pay, I don't have that, Wade told an increasingly restless jury. He detailed among his expenses 2 children, ages 2 and 1, and $25,000 in monthly rent, which he said he was recently late on. He said that his income has been plummeting as of late, in large measure because of the accusations leveled against him. I think I went through some of his LA court cases, and I do see some child support. DCSS IUFSA, I think that's 2 child supports, and one of them is fairly recent. So I don't know if that means that he is not up to date on his child support or not, but we're nosy over here, so I'll be going through everything. Where were we? He detailed among his expenses 2 children, ages 2 and 1, and $25,000 in monthly rent, which he said he was recently late on. He said that his income has plummeted. I was just offered a big performance slot at Coachella. Who is paying to see Soulja Boy at Coachella? But that was canceled due to the accusations. Addressing Wade's ability to pay the large judgment against him, Romani said, we're going to be going after Wade and his assets. Whether he's on tour, whether he's doing TikTok live, he's going to have to pay a significant sum of money. This is not the only time Wade has been sued by a woman for assault. In 2021, a jury ordered Wade to pay $471,000 to an ex-girlfriend named Kayla Myers, who accused Wade of domestic violence and kidnapping. He did not appeal that verdict. He's also being sued by Nia Riley, an ex-girlfriend who appeared with Wade on the reality show Love and Hip Hop, claiming assault and battery. The case remains pending with no trial date set. It's Soulja Boy. I have no expectations of him. Absolutely none. You had a hit song 18 years ago, and you think you're still a celebrity, and you think you can abuse women. You get what you get. Just like The Game. He didn't even go to court and had that, what, like $4, $5, $6 million judgment that he's still paying on. Simply Key says Epic. Oh, Epic. But it was spelled E-P-I-K. It was spelled E-P-I. I can understand Epic, I guess, if we're talking celebrity children names, if we're going to call Ray J a celebrity, but it's already an interesting enough name. You ain't got to add a K to it.
The ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto.
Miss Elena, Whitney and Brandy were very close. Let's start there. Whitney and Ray J was very close too. And look at where it got her. I still want to know what that note said that Whitney passed to Brandy the day she passed away. And Brandy was live on air, read it, and just politely put it under her right thigh. That's what I want to know. Kara says he better use that money he got performing for Trump. Trump paid Soulja Boy to perform? Why? You can put in the chat. Would you go to a Soulja Boy concert? Would you go to a Soulja Boy concert? No. No. Oh, y'all want to read the note. Y'all are messy. No. Okay, so I don't know. Oh, Bunda says Trump didn't pay him. It was the cryptic ball. Okay. I'm not interested. So I'm definitely not interested now that I know he hits women, allegedly. Or, he's been convicted. I mean, he's been held liable for that. So I don't even know if I have to say allegedly anymore. But that, y'all think about that. Crank That Soulja Boy was 2007. We are in 2025. That was literally 18 years ago that you saw your most relevant impact as an artist. That's done. Somebody said, "Nah, I wouldn't go for free." Anyway, okay. Y'all, my mouth is starting to hurt. So I told you it was gonna be a little bit more on the adult side. Thank you guys for not I'd rather get a colonoscopy. I thought he was paid in crypto. People always want to make you feel like they got some money until you have to pay up and then all of a sudden they're broke. So who knows? But the jury found that this girl was harmed by him. So I hope she gets to collect every penny. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully same time, same place. Have a good one.